Hello Earth Signs, and welcome to Timsy's Naked Tarot. Don't worry, Timsy is not naked. The tarot read is naked, by which I mean I try to strip out as much astrology as I can. Different backdrop, you may have noticed. Yeah, you are getting international Timsy's Naked Tarots today. I am, if you can call it international, in Scotland. Okay, so let's crack on with it. For those regular viewers, you will know I'm about to do a monthly overview. For those new viewers who are watching me for the first time or watching a monthly overview for the first time, this is how it's set when I'm doing my monthly overviews. It will be a general read. It may or may not resonate with you, by which I mean there will be more than one incoming energy, which means it's not going to be a personal read. Some of it might resonate, some of it might not. All of it might resonate, none of it might resonate. It's a general read. And we will generally be reading about the coming energies of the coming month of March for you. All the decks have been pre-shuffled. We'll be getting one card out of there, just straight off the top, like so. And then I can get rid of that and let some of the light in on the camera. Okay, we'll be getting 5 cards out of here. One for each full week of the month and one for the end of the month, beginning of April. We'll also split the deck, as I've just done. Get some clarifiers off there. That's a 9 of Pentacles. You can't see it very well because the lighting in here is shocking, because I'm in a hotel room which isn't designed for shooting videos for YouTube. So we've got the 9 of Pentacles to go with our overall energy, and we've got the Wheel of Fortune, but we haven't actually seen the overall energy yet. It's the 10 of Pentacles. And so we've got the 9 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune, or the 10 of Pentacles and 9 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles is generational wealth. It's having everything together. It's having like your life how you want it. I say the life how you want it because, well, obviously everyone's idea of perfect life is different. Okay, so I could say, oh yeah, you've got this mansion with this fast sports car and this beautiful person as your partner and lovely kids and all that, and that might be your idea of a nightmare. So it's you've got your life how you want it. You're happy with your job, you're happy with your house, you're happy with everything. It's all perfect. Okay, the 9 of Pentacles is a card of independence, a card of freedom. Okay, your perfect little life is giving you that freedom, that independence you want. With the Wheel of Fortune, that is either everything's going to come crashing down around your ears, everything is changing for the worse, or everything is actually just getting better. Positive energy attracts positive energy and all that. Okay. Obviously, out of this last deck, I don't know why it's obvious for you if you've never seen this, but out of the last deck, we'll be getting the clarifiers for the 5 weeks of the month. So, it's our 9 of Pentacles again. We have got the 5 of Cups coming out for the first week of March. So, for the first week of March, you Earth signs will be sort of, I don't know, feeling the loss of something. Your perfect little world isn't quite as perfect as you thought. Now you have got it. Okay, you could argue the point the 9 of Pentacles indicates that down here. You're missing a pentacle. You're missing something from your world to make it the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, we'll clarify that in a minute. The Lovers card there coming out for the second week of the month. I'm pretty sure the water signs had that. No, we're in Pisces. So the fire signs had that as their second week card as well, I think. So perhaps if you just go and check out the fire signs monthly overview as well, there might be some information in there for you. Okay, my Earth signs. But in this particular read, it could be a slight indication of love, although it is sitting there with a 10 of Pentacles above it, so it could be an indication of finances as well. It is definitely, though, a choice that is happening within your life, which is going to change things, possibly for the better, possibly for the worst. The 10 of Swords is an ending, and I'm thinking possibly the fire signs had the 10 of Swords there as well. You might be tied up with fire signs this month, okay? But for the third week, you will be bringing things to an end. They will not be pleasant endings. Okay, with the Ten, there's plenty of other cards that you could have used for an ending. The Ten of Pentacles itself indicates an ending of things. You've got your generational wealth. You can just keep adding to it, but it's not really going to make things any different. If you're not happy with your generational wealth, you're not going to be happy with even more of it, are you? Okay. So there is the ending of things in this month coming towards you, sort of culminating at about 3/4 of the way through the month. So come to the 4th week of the month, we have got the Page of Pentacles. Well, the Page of Pentacles is a fresh new energy. It's a young energy. It is an energy of learning. It's an energy of wanting to learn. It's book learning, as I would call it, not learning from experience. And there is also an element of giving. Okay. And funny enough, he's got the 1 pentacle there to make that 9 of Pentacles, a 10 of Pentacles. Possibly what you learn in the 4th week of the month rolls on to helping you get your freedom in the last few days of the month and the beginning of April. Okay, so I've already been shuffling for the clarifiers. 2 came flying out. We've got the Page of Pentacles again, and we have got the 6 of Wands, both of which are in reverse. Okay, so this loss you're feeling with that 5 of Cups could be just something to do with not being recognized. Okay, you're sort of crying out for more attention, more recognition. Okay, for work you've done, for help you've given, and things. I do get a feeling of saying to you, you don't give to receive, but I think that's a little bit of what you're feeling. It's like, I give to this company, I give to this relationship, I give to this friendship. And, well, A, I don't receive anything back, and B, they don't even acknowledge the fact that I give. Okay? With the Page of Pentacles, it's a case of you are not learning from this. Okay? You are currently doomed to repeat this mistake again and again until you have put things together and actually learn from your mistakes. Crossing it is the Knight of Cups. It is a little bit love. All your loss you're feeling here is to do with love of some description. Now remember, love comes in many different ways, shapes and forms. Excuse me, I've just had a quiet burp in my mouth. It could be a love of a friend, a love of a sibling, a love of a parent, a love of a dog, or it could be a love of someone you're jumping into bed with. All that card tells me is it's love. You're wanting some sort of love for the future, which you don't currently have. You're dreaming about your future love. So, okay, let's see what is going on with the 2nd week with this Lovers. The Lovers used to be known as the Choice in older decks. Sort of round about the same time, the Magician used to be known as the Cobbler, I would imagine. I obviously don't know the exact dates when these names changed, but the Magician used to be known as the Cobbler. The Lovers used to be known as the Choice. My deck is not upside down. I don't know. It's not upside down because that one's the right way up again. It's just your cards are coming out upside down. Okay, so this choice, this universal choice, it's the Fool in reverse. The Fool in reverse to me is you are just looking foolish. Yeah, you might have everything in the world you always thought you needed to make yourself happy. And now you've got it all and you're still not happy. You're still missing that something. You're feeling a loss of something. You're thinking, oh, well, aren't I a big fool then, aren't I? All that time I've been chasing all this money and actually what I needed was a little bit of love. The Hangman in reverse is... Oh, it's not actually in reverse, it's the right way up. The Hangman is making you look at things from a different perspective. It's the universe, it's a divine card. It's the universe making you look at things from a different perspective. The hand of God is actually holding you by your foot upside down until you see things from a different way. Again, that is the universe's choice. The universe is throwing you lots of signs, lots of synchronicities, for the second week of March. Questions you keep answering, the universe, God, source, whatever you call that eternal energy, which is having a hand in everything we do. It's kind of like saying, yeah, I'll answer your questions. You just have to have your eyes open to look at them and see them. And then you have to have your soul open to interpret them. Okay, you will get a victory. That looks very similar to the fire signs one. It's it just feels so similar to it. I don't know. I can't remember what the fire signs one was. I only done it this morning, but these tarot reads drift out of my head about 10 minutes after doing them. Okay, so you will be getting a victory in this. You will be seeing some of the signs. Some of the signs are going to be so obvious it's going to be hard for you to miss them. Okay, it's things you may have turned away from and not looked at, knowing that they were the correct answer and things, and it's just not the answer you were hoping for or wanting, and you just denied it. They're going to be slapping you round the face with that Hanged Man and this Chariot card. It is opening for forward movement, though. You're not charging forward on the Chariot yet, but you've now realised you've got a Chariot you can charge forward on. Okay, so that is your second week. Let's see what the third week is entailing. These endings. What are these endings about? Remember, not everything what glitters is gold. The grass is not always greener on the other side of the fence. Your Ten of Pentacles may not be what you actually have always been after in life. Right, the Two of Swords and the Page of Wands. So your endings are going to be quite hard decisions for you to make. Some of you may not make them. You may drag them on and drag them out a little bit further. Some of you will be stuck in this energy of trying to decide for a while. Others of you will probably just, it's a hard decision, but I'm going to have to cut it out. Okay? It could be that you're cutting out habits which are bad for your health, smoking, drinking in excess, obviously, possibly other habit, cracking your knuckles. That's not exactly a brilliant one for your health. It ends up giving you arthritis in your fingers. The Page of Wands there is saying that you are starting to look at things after being shaken around by the universe over there. You're starting to look at things from a lower level, a childlike level. You're looking at things innocently, and it's like, well, okay, if I was a 10-year-old, how would I look at this? And then it's once you have looked at it like that, you're seizing the opportunities what look good instead of seizing the opportunities what would make you money. Okay, crossing this one is the Hermit card. So, as I said, some of you will be just sitting in contemplation, thinking things over. These endings have to come, but you're not entirely sure how to make them come. You're not entirely sure what ones need to end and what ones don't need to end. And you're going to be going inwards, looking for the answers. It's like the voluntary version of that. Looking at things from a different point of view. I just saw this as I was putting that back under. There's the Hermit card back at the bottom of the deck. And again, I'm sorry it's so blurry. But underneath that is the deck of 10 of Pentacles out of this deck as well. What are you trying to find the answers to? What really is your 10 of Pentacles? Okay. So let's see what is heading for you for the last week. The last full week of March anyway. Sorry, I try to keep the shuffling on par as much as I can. It's giving me a load, is it? Okay. So we have a King of Cups. We have a 9 of Wands. Oh, only 3. That's not too bad, universe. I'll live with that. And we have got a 5 of Wands. Okay. So, again, come the 4th week of the month, you are still trying to make these decisions. The King of Cups. And again, I'm pretty sure the fire signs had the King of Cups there as well. But the King of Cups is an energy of indecision. Perhaps needing diplomacy. It's an energy of, in the King of Cups sense, it is an energy of not sure who to give my love to, not sure if I should keep it for myself or give it to the person I love. Me, I'm a little bit greedy. I don't want to share my love out. What if I lose it? That sort of thing. Holding on to it for the sake of holding on to it instead of sharing it out and making other people happy. But in this read, I'm feeling it is just an indecision. I needed to make a choice last week. I still need to make a choice this week. I haven't chosen yet. This is causing you to be a little bit defensive and a little bit like I want it all over. Okay, with the 9 of Wands, I'm getting on that one. And with the 5 of Wands, it is going to be causing conflicts. Mainly confliction within you. The things you're going to have to be cutting out, the things you're going to have to be making the choices about are not things you want to have to make choices about. They're things you don't want to cut out of your life, but you know you have to. As I said, it might be a case that you have to start getting rid of some of your bad habits, which affect your health, or bad habits will affect your finances. Okay, gambling, for example. Okay, your middle to end of the month is all about choices. So we got the choices card with love. We got the 2 of Swords out there. We got the indecision of the King of Wands. But come the end of the 4th week, you are going to start taking action on the situation. That learning from the page could be from a professional. The King of Swords is seen as a professional, seeking professional advice, gaining professional advice, taking advice of a professional to help move things forward. It's knowing the truth, it's acting upon it. And that is what you're going to start doing by the end of the 4th week of March for a whole new start. I told you there's going to be a big start. That's the World card from this deck, by the way. A whole new start. So, 2 10s and a 9. I'm not surprised you're getting a whole new start. So let's see what this 9 is about going into April. Oh, there we go. There's the first one. 7 of Swords. It seems so familiar. And the 8 of Wands. Okay, so this independence, this freedom, this jackpot, if you will, of that 9 of Pentacles is kind of like an energy of something you thought was stolen away from you, something you thought you could never have. It's been robbed away from me and I will never get it. It could also just be, there is an element of perhaps being tactful or using tactics in a way. Yes, the 7 of Swords is all about stealing the swords from the village in this case, but in other cards it's from a battle encampment. Now, tactically, that's a good idea. If you steal the swords from a battle encampment, then they can't fight you. Yeah, well, at least not with swords anyway. So it does kind of tip the balance of power. It is a tactical move to make. With the 8 of Wands coming out here, it's all about communication and forward movement, a bit like that chariot up at the top there crossing on the 2nd week. So either you're going to start tactfully communicating with someone else about your freedom, about your independence, come the end of March, beginning of April, or you will be getting messages about some sort of freedom jackpot which you thought was always stolen away from you. Perhaps you loved someone and they married someone else and you felt in your heart that this someone else stole this person from you. Perhaps they've broken up and now this someone is coming back to see if they can make something with you. Whatever it is, it's going to start causing healing. This independence, this freedom you're going to get is going to start actually making you heal as a person come the end of the month, beginning of April. And it'll be interesting to see where April's reads go from here. But there's no guarantees that it will follow on, because I might be doing this read for another bunch of earth signs and not the same bunch of earth signs I'm doing this one for. Okay, so that is your read. Hopefully it resonates with you throughout the month. If it does, please like, subscribe, share and comment. If it doesn't, don't worry. Not everything can resonate with you, okay? Sometimes you just don't click with the reader. Sometimes the reader's just not picking up your energies, your stories. So yeah, it don't always resonate. Either way round, I'd like to thank anyone who has already subscribed to my channel, anyone who has liked my channel, and anyone who's shared my channel out, and anyone who leaves me comments, which is a special thing this month, because if you leave me any form of comments on any of my videos this month, you will be put into the draw to win a wax melt burner, or an essential a scented oil burner, if you will. It's a handmade product. It's made out of recycled materials. There is a video, if you look in the random playlist, I think it's the most recent one in there. It's only about 2.5 minutes long. It's not going to take up too much of your time. In fact, it's about 1/10 of this video. So there you go, which shows you the item I am giving away and everything else. All you have to do is comment on one of my videos this month, and you're in the draw for the prize. It is that simple. I apologise for the lighting, possibly the sound, the setting, and everything. I can't have the perfect sound studio and filming studio in a run-of-the-mill hotel, okay? Or if you're in America, it could be a motel, because it's that sort of place. So that is your read. Thank you very much, and I will catch you soon.